Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to In the Sound Field, the series of short Instagram-based podcast episodes featuring some of my favourite recordings that I've made out on various locations over the last 15 years. And also maybe throw in a few tips that I've learned about location sound recording. I'm an ecologist by training before I got into audio, so I'm particularly interested in wildlife sound, but I was also an urban ecologist, so I love recording in big cities and unusual sounds, mechanical sounds, big machinery. The recording that's playing right now is a binaural stereo recording of a flock of pinyon jays flying over. I was driving through this forested area in Arizona and I could hear in the distance this flock of pinyon jays approaching, so I jumped out of the car, set the dummy head up really quickly. I used a dummy head for this, literally microphones mounted on a dummy head, and just got there in time before the first of this big flock of pinyon jays arrived and flew over the microphone with a dummy head. And I think I got what I really wanted to, is just capturing the sound of the movement of going over of this big flock of birds. They're really interesting birds, pinyon jays. They hang around in big extended family groups. Not only can they recognise the individual calls of their partners and their offspring among the calls of an entire flock of birds, they cache about 30,000 pinyon nuts a year and they remember where almost all of them are. But best of all for me is these beautiful quavering calls that they make that seem to just garland the pinyon pines that they live in and depend on for survival. DPA 4060s on a dummy head array. And just as a little PS, because that was a binaural soundscape I just played, actually for a bit of fun recording my narrative in binaural. And you might say, if you're just listening on a single speaker, why are you doing that? But if you're listening in headphones, you might realise why. That was room tone by accident. Always record room tone.